Senator Lanier, thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you guys coming to the Roundhouse. I mean, this place was built for you, all the citizens of New Mexico, all of our youth, and it's one of my favorite things is when we have outside people come in and kind of learn what the system is, see what's going on.
And it's complicated, isn't it? This 30-day session has been a little bit unusual in that there was a lot of action early on, and the governor has already signed some big high-profile bills. There's some other big things that are moving quickly. Is there anything that has happened already that you're particularly proud of or that you're glad is done?
Well, it is. It's like a super fast time. Everything is accelerated, and a lot of the bills that came in were very accelerated. That was their top priorities, and some of the things that are starting to come through. We don't really have any big legislation so far that our side has got accomplished yet. We haven't got a lot of our bills heard. So the things that I'm most proud of is some of the stuff that we slowed down, and hopefully common sense will prevail, and maybe it won't get to the governor's desk.
There's $1.5 billion for roads. Is that something you're excited about?
I am very excited about the money coming to roads, because if you're from New Mexico, you know we only have one pothole. And it's from the very north of the state all the way to the south of the state, and east and west. So I always make that a joke. I am proud of the fact that we're going to get some money and get some stuff done. My issue was with it being a bond issue. The state's a very wealthy state right now. I think we're the second wealthiest state. And so I really wish we would have used some of the funds that we already have instead of focusing on a bond issue, which we're going to have to pay out for 20 years, 25 years.
The governor wants to pay for free child care. The House added co-pays for parents who have enough money. Will the Senate GOP agree with that, or are you going to argue for something different in that proposal?
Well, I've been arguing about this for a long time. I was one of the senators that led the practice of having a co-pay. My constituents in San Juan County and around the state, because I'm traveling all over the state right now, their concern is, how is the low income may need this, but why is somebody then making $600,000, $800,000? Why are they getting free child care? And so in order for the governor to be able to call it universal care, which means for everyone, I wanted a co-pay system so that those people that are making $600,000, $800,000 a year have to pay something. They don't get it totally free, but it protects the governor as a universal child care too.
Affordability, kind of sticking with that idea, health care, Medicare and Obamacare health plans have lost a significant portion of their federal funding. Is it important for the state to pick that up to keep health care affordable for New Mexicans?
Well, I think the big issue there is not necessarily the state picking it up, but it's making us go back and look and make sure we don't have that waste, fraud, and abuse going on. It's making us reevaluate that. Now, if we still have families in this state that need the help, we're going to help them. But as far as just taking over the federal program, I'm not in favor of that. I don't think that's our place.
You're a teacher. There is $6 billion in the budget for education. $60 million is for raises for teachers and state employees. Is that the right balance of spending on education?
I'm not sure it's the right balance. It's kind of the same thing. I think we can do some reductions there, but we do want to keep those salaries high. We're also doing the 80-20 so that their insurance is getting paid for. That's more money in a teacher's pocket than giving them a 2% raise. Like you said, I'm a retired school teacher. I'd get a 2% raise, insurance go up 3%, and, everything else. So I actually lost money on a raise. And so I'm really in favor of the 80-20 because that is money actually in a teacher's pocket, which is economic development.
What is not happening this session that you want most to see happen?
Oh, that's a long list. I would say medical malpractice. We've got to get this under control. And, they've come back to the table. The governor has definitely come back to the table. She understands that we need to get something done. So I'm hoping we can move forward with that. But it takes a lot of serious redoing. We can't just put a Band-Aid on, saying we're going to have these compacts. That's not going to fix the medical issue. We've got to do, restructure the entire system so that we can keep doctors in this state. Punitive damages, the GRT, all of that stuff, it's one big package. And I think that's what the public loses, is that there's so many things under that umbrella. They just want you to fix medical. I want to be able to go to the doctor. I want to call the doctor and get an appointment within a few weeks, not 6 months. I mean, that's ludicrous. But to do that, we've really got to work on the root of the problem.